Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So, you guys, look at how long neglect of children has been pointed out in public within Scientology confines, within Scientology prisons, within Scientology buildings, within Scientology hotels, and oftentimes within the Scientologist home. Church of Scientology rejects neglect claims. Of course they do. Deny, deny, deny. Dated 19 May 2010. By the way, Jan Eastgate was all involved with this. The Australian Church of Scientology has hit back at claims by the daughter, listen to this, the daughter of its president, that the organization created a systematic neglect of children. Still in place, by the way. Everyone's fine with it. Scarlett Hannah told ABC One's Late Line that she and dozens of other children of elite church members troll like prestigious executives like Rinder was. Church members were removed from their parents' care. We're talking in third person. No, the parents allowed this. And forced to live in overcrowded conditions with the parents' approval. The best way I can describe it is cattle. We were property of the organization, she said. Still are. But the church says parents and children who grew up with Miss Hannah have rejected her comments. That's what happens when you lie. It says it has received several written statements from former members, children, who say they led rich and fulfilling lives at the organization. Of course, there's no names here, right? What are these, the ghost children? The ghost children that had perfect lives? It says it has received several written statements. Okay, I read that. Sarah McClintock, who says she grew up with Miss Hannah at Cadet.org, and we know what happens there. The name of the group set up for the children of Scientology's elite. They're still going with this shit. I'm going to have to go look to see what elite in gematria is. Scientology's unit, the Sea Org, says she is surprised by the accusations. They always are, aren't they? Of course, you guys, you know and I know that a lot of them that are making these false statements, which is also a crime, they're in on it. They're perpetrating the abuse. I had a very good experience at the Cadet.org. That's the one person, that's the fake child that has no names. Has no name, she said. Wait, hold on. I'm guessing this Sarah McClintock still is in Scientology, don't you guys think? Can't have bad PR even though children are getting raped, children are being neglected and physically abused in Scientology walls. Listen to this. I had many friends, and they're still my friends today. They're part of my extended family, because you haven't been disconnected. It means you're still in. We grew up in a very healthy... Listen to this fake PR, you guys. It makes me want to puke. And the fact that this Late Line prints this crap makes me sick. We grew up in a very healthy environment. We had a lot of love, from the pedophiles, and attention, and we did fantastic things together. Huh. Like construction? Like digging ravines or digging ditches? Like Lara FM had to do? We went on very many outings. To LRH Center? And we definitely had a very happy childhood. You guys can tell what lies they are, because they're all generic statements. What outings did you have? You guys know it's a lie. They did fantastic things. You see how generic it is? What are those fantastic things like scrubbing toilets with a toothbrush? Or how about one of my favorites is having the child scrub out a dumpster with a toothbrush? How about that one? Isn't that great? Or also when they lock the child up in a dark, nasty, disgusting room, make that child sleep on the floor with no mattress, bring them in slop once a day, and make them wear the same clothes for a week straight when they're in ethics handlings. And all the police are signing off on this. Miss Hannah is the only child of Vicki Dunstan. You guys wonder. President of the Church of Scientology in Australia. And Mark Hanna, a former Asia-Pacific Director of Public Affairs for the Church. Isn't that the same job Rinder used to do? Yeah, it was, except in, I don't know what post his was, but probably Los Angeles. She says she decided to speak out following the screening of a four-corner story on Scientology on ABC One earlier this year. I'll leave the link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Otherwise, have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.